What up, what up? Welcome to another episode of Get Hype AF podcast. I am your host, Mad Wag Jackson. We ran into some technical difficulties, but no worries. We are here with you now, and we have our guests. Everything is running smoothly. So, without further ado, remember, tag your friends, share this out, and don't forget to drop some questions. Let's bring in our guests. Tonight we have, I'm going to bring them on stage here.
Woo!
What up, what up? We have Logan Marshall and the boy AI. What up, you guys?
It's my A1 day one hit right here.
I'm just running into technical difficulties all over.
No, man. The grind is real.
To my viewers, drop in the comments, talk to my guests.
Ask us anything you like.
What the? Oh my god. I can hear them. I know, I'm the only one who can't. That's what I mean. I know we're good. Just hold up.
To anybody who doesn't understand the struggle of the music life, this is...
And I'm flinging around my microphone, so I'm sorry.
You're all good. You are all good.
Okay. Why in the actual fuck can't I hear? I'm so pissed. So everyone else can hear me, apparently, right? Mm-hmm. I just cannot hear myself or them.
You can't hear us?
All right. Awesome. No.
No sound? God damn, what
the hell? Turn on your phone. Just remember my husband's away. No, I mean your sound.
Oh, yeah. She'll just use her sound. Sit next to her.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
No, yeah, like I have noticed that. Like she does always have her trusty sidekick. Her trusty sidekick.
Okay, we're gonna see how this turn on your phone works. We might have an echo. I just gotta kind of see what happens.
Okay. But you can hear us now a little bit? Yeah. No, yeah, like I have noticed that. Like she does always have her trusty sidekick. Her trusty sidekick.
We're gonna see how. That's right, my trusty sidekick.
Trusty sidekick.
We might have an echo. I just gotta kind of see what happens.
Okay.
So we don't have an echo, but you know what? Fuck all this. That's right, my trusty sidekick.
Trusty sidekick.
So I don't have an echo, but can you hear me now? Can I hear you guys now?
I can hear you.
Wait, hold on.
You are loud and clear. You sound good over here.
Welcome to another episode of Get Hype AF, you guys. Get fucking Hype AF. Jesus
If
Christ.
you ain't hype as fuck now, bro, I don't know what to tell y'all. Tune the fuck in.
For fucking real. Damn it. We got it now, though, bitches. Fuck yes. All right.
Baby.
Okay. All right. Sorry to everyone watching and all of that shit. Sorry to my guests, but we got it fucking worked out.
No worries. We're just happy to be here.
All right. So I don't know if anyone heard me, but you guys are Logan Marshall and the boy AI, and just why don't you guys tell us how old you are, where you're from originally, and where you currently reside, if it differs.
You want to go first, brother?
Sure. I'm 26 years old. I'm originally from Center County, PA, Bellefonte, PA. And I still live in Bellefonte. I've never left my hometown. So,
unfortunately, Central PA is where we have lived our whole life. We're definitely trying to move on to a new chapter here. Yeah, I'm 25, and I was born in Tyrone, PA, and I live in Bellefonte now as well.
All right. And how long have you I guess let's start off individually. How long have you guys been making music separately?
I'll let you go first.
I've been making music since I want to say 2012, around 2012. I've been writing my own music since before that, but I started consistently recording my own music and doing my own engineering and all that kind of stuff. I would say around the age of like 14 or 15, around 2012, give or take.
All right. And how about you?
To be totally honest with you, I would have never even thought about making music in my entire life if it weren't for meeting this man. Like, we just happened to become friends in high school when we were like 14, 15 years old. And when I came over to his house the first time, like, we were just chilling, but then I saw him dabbling on his computer, and I was like, "What are you doing over there, man?" He's like, "I'm making music." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And that's exactly what he was doing. He was like, "How would you feel about trying to write a verse?" And it's been the dream ever since. I never thought it would have, but it did. If it weren't for this man, I wouldn't even make music.
I appreciate it. I take all the home.
For real.
Oh yeah.
I give everybody their flowers while they're here.
Hell yeah, that's what it's about. That's how we roll. I appreciate that. Good for you.
Woo.
Who is one of your biggest inspirations? Like, who got you start? Who did you hear and you're like, damn, I want to make music?
If
homie over here.
if I had to say my inspiration, I would probably say Dave East. I've always been a diehard Dave East fan, just because of the fact that he's still fully independent, but he is 50-50 signed to Mass Appeal and Def Jam with the legend Nas, and I just feel like that would be phenomenal. I don't ever want to sign a 360 deal, so if you can do something like that where it's like a 50-50 with a couple different labels, I feel like that's the way to go. So I love Dave East.
What about you?
It's hard to tell where I get my inspiration from, to be honest with you. A lot of my inspiration, I'm a huge Drake fan, and a lot of people, will give me shit for that, I'm sure, but it's true. I've been a Drake fan since I was a teenager. I grew up listening to Drake. I grew up listening to Mac Miller and Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD and Mac Miller are very big inspirations to me, especially. I have Mac Miller tattooed on me.
So do I.
But
most dope on the knuckles.
But as far as like actual inspiration goes, yeah, I would probably have to say Drake is my biggest inspiration.
Hey, there ain't no hate here, and you're actually not the first one to, have Drake be someone who they aspire to and look up to. So
I'm sure. We aiming for the top.
We aiming for the top. That Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar beef is something fierce.
I've seen a little bit about it on social media, but I haven't actually heard any of it so far. So,
J. Cole dropped a surprise clapback album like today, and it was completely out of nowhere.
From what I've seen, people weren't very impressed. What did you guys think?
Yeah, it's I honestly didn't know if like J. Cole or Drake were honestly even gonna say anything. I thought maybe like they just would just kind of shrug it off, maybe whatever. But I mean, it is J. Cole. Like you put J. Cole and Kendrick together, that's one hell of a battle, honestly. Like I wouldn't want to go against either one of them. Like,
so I guess I have a question for you, Logan.
yes.
I actually got to listen to some of your latest album today, and that conversation kind of made me want to ask you if you could compare yourself to anyone, not like as far as who you sound like let's not get all crazy and be like I'm fucking Eminem and shit,
Right.
like, but I mean, just the way you sound and the type of music that you make, what would you compare it to?
That is such a great question because honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, that has been like I feel like almost the number one question throughout like my whole music career. I always ask people, I'm like, if you had to compare me to someone, who would you think? I'm like, because I've came up with a few options, but honestly, like I really can't find myself to compare myself to a lot of people because I'm not trying to say that like, oh, our music really is so much different than everybody else's because everyone has to be different when you make music. But like, I really can't find anyone that like I could compare my music to. Like, if I did have to give like a couple answers, that's such a good question. Like it stumps me almost every time because I'm like it almost makes me want to ask you guys that question. Like, who do you think? Because
if I had to answer that question like for you, I would tell you I'd probably say something along the lines of the same thing. I can't compare you to anyone specific, but as far as like sound wise goes, you've always given me like that very like deep New York vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, just like really heavy East Coast vibe. And I like that though. I like that because it's versatility at its finest. You don't really get that anywhere but New York.
Yeah.
So.
I've always loved that New York culture, everything that comes out of New York City, the Brooklyn sound, man, just like their attitude and the culture. I feel like it's kept the culture in the game for a lot of years, New York City.
So are you guys familiar with Jerry Robinson?
Jerry Robinson?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, now you guys are
She's about to dog us. She's about to dog us up now.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna dog you, but I am about to educate you. Go
Please
look
do.
up Jerry Robinson, and I need you to make a note because it is spelled a very specific way. JEHRY.
That is weird.
Robinson is the normal, Meet the Robinsons.
Right.
But look him up. He is a strange music affiliated music artist out of New York. So I think you would dig it a lot.
Okay. I like strange music.
Yeah, that's actually great that you brought that up because that was one of like the first things that I like noticed about you is that like you're a diehard like Tech Nine and Chris Calico and Stevie Stone. Listen, I grew up on all of that. Cess Crew, Gotta Miss, and Ubiquitous, dude. I love anything coming out of strange music, especially Mayday. Mayday is phenomenal.
Yeah, I other than UBI and Gotti, I am street team for every other single person that you just named. So
yep, Stevie Stone, Chris Calico, I swear has like untouchable vocals. I don't care, bro. No one sings like Chris Calico. I don't even want to hear it.
I think with range alone, he's amazing because he can sing and he can chop with the freaking best of them.
Straight up. He's got bars for days.
For sure.
All right. So let's get into a little bit of your guys' music. Do you guys have a favorite song that you guys have done?
Like together or separately?
Either one. Or both.
I guess we can answer for both. Just so people have a variety. Individually, for myself, it's a song that's on my upcoming album, so nobody's gonna obviously know what it is yet. But my favorite record as of right now would be "Don't You Tell Me." It's on my upcoming album called Demon Time. It's out everywhere, April 19th. Everywhere you stream music, you'll see it. But yeah, that would be my favorite record individually. And then together, I would say personally is Down Bad. I really like Down Bad.
Hey.
I really like Down Bad. It's such a good record in my opinion. Slept on record a little bit.
It is. It's a very slept on record, and I would honestly have to,
because it's a catchy one. It's a really catchy one, and I think anybody that's like going through something at that time being would relate a lot to that record.
Yeah, because I feel like everyone's been down bad, like at one point or another. Yeah. And then to continue that question, if I had to give an answer, I would say that me and this man's favorite song together that we did would be "Striving," because I literally just got out of jail and I was trying to get back up on my feet and get my life back together. And that was the very first song that we released when I got out of jail, was "Striving," because everyone should strive to do better. Like, everyone can relate to that. So I would say "Striving" and "Down Bad" for sure. Like, any tracks that me and this man make together, I feel like are always slept on, but they definitely need to be tapped into.
What's your
yeah, no, I agree for sure.
Ooh. Individually, I'd probably say either I'm back and forth between I would either say "All In" or "Bigger Than You." I feel like both of those songs are slappers.
One of my favorite records that you've done, honestly, is "All In," and the reason for that is because like it's a total different direction than like
anything I've ever written.
Well, not just that, because when we started making music together, we were on that more like sentimental vibe with the music. But like nowadays, for you to come back and make a record like that, it's just cool to me because it shows me like you haven't lost touch of your roots.
And
a lot of artists do that, dude. A lot of artists lose touch with how they started making music.
Yes. Amen. People do lose track of their roots for real, man. You can't forget where you came from and like what made you start like making music in the first place.
I agree. So, you know what? That's actually a pretty good segue. So, I think right now, if my Wi-Fi will let us, we don't run into any more technical difficulties, I'm going to try to play the video "Striving."
Let's go.
Kind of give the viewers an idea. So, let's do that.
Cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, like you asked me like what song, and I was like, well, it's me and my brother together. And I was like, if I had a personal favorite, I feel like "Striving" would be the one. Not only that's my favorite, but like I said, I just feel like everyone every day wakes up striving to do better in one way or another. So everyone's going to relate to that.
Absolutely. All right. Let's do it up.
Check that out. That's so sick. I don't know how you do all your like crazy stuff here, but like it blows my mind.
Catch a sunrise, waking big when the moon hides. Catch me in the forest so gorgeous we let the roof slide. Striving for better, yeah, I'm striving for greater. Can't let the hustle die, so I strive for the paper. Catch a sunrise, waking big when the moon hides. Catch me in the forest so gorgeous we let the roof slide. Striving for better, yeah, I'm striving for greater. Can't let the hustle die, so I strive for the paper. I'm still shining, but lately I'm wanting something better. That mean I'm striving, I'm gonna go and get all the headers. I've been flying, I'm ducking, dodging the stormy weather. They been lying, they copy pasted, put it together. I've been faced with lots of time to but what's the move? Gotta keep on striving, keep on going, got something to prove. I won't face the news, it ain't true, so I fucking refuse. We gon' get the views, what I'm watching to lose. On this track, I'm speaking words of wisdom and facts.
Yeah, but in all honesty, like "Striving" really is like one of my favorite tracks that we have together, dude. Like I came out of jail and made that. I love that song.
I'm throwing the trash. Hey, when the moon, we get with it or get it moving. You can't fathom what we do when we talented with this music. Hey, come up in the party, I guarantee it be thumping. Hey, Metro got it booming, but Dilly, he got it bumping. Hey, catch your sunrise, make them move eyes.
All right.
Metro got it booming, but Dilly, he got it bumping. A.
Shouts out Dilly. Got it.
Shout out to the producer.
All
Dilly
right,
got
so
it
I
bumping.
do
He's
cut it
our
off.
man.
Yeah, so I do cut it off. And the reason being, for all of my viewers watching, you fucking dig that. So if you want to watch the rest of it, you got to go give that sub to my guests. And that is on
All streaming platforms.
is that
Everywhere.
that is on and that, yeah, but specifically that YouTube is on the Boy AI platform. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can find it on my YouTube music, or you can just search it on YouTube. It don't matter.
All right. So yeah, again, that is Striving. And that actually made me remember another question I wanted to ask you guys specifically because I thought it was kind of clever. What does AOI stand for? Did I get that right?
Oh, AON.
AON Entertainment.
There you go.
You started it, brother.
AON stands for all or nothing, and it's essentially a movement, lack of better words, a movement and a brand. It's not really so much a record label. I look at it more like a collective, like I said, a movement and a brand, and it means just what it says. Either you go all in or nothing at all, and I live by that. I live by that with my music. I live by that with everything that I do. So I started that 10 years ago.
10 years ago. And we're still building it from the ground up from nothing. Like we're turning it into an LLC. We're slowly building it from the ground up. It's just me and this man. It's as of right now, but obviously we are looking for any creative.
I am the founder of AON. He is the co-founder. So
we're taking all applications, any creative thing that you do. Like it doesn't have to be music.
Yeah, no, we are on like a side note, a serious side note. We are on the lookout for like new artists to work with, people to expand with and perform with live. So like anybody out there, if you want a shot or want a chance to collab or just a chance to perform, please hit us up for real.
Hit us up. Like I ain't gonna charge you a dime. I will just shoot you a fire feature for the love of making music. Like literally just tap in and dial in and let's just network. Like just hit our line. Let's go.
All right. Well, I know someone who's going to be hitting you up.
Dog, I can't wait. Yeah.
We're not in this for the money. We do it because we just love making music.
Literally. Making music is our coping mechanism. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't honestly make music anymore. I feel like my brain is wired to a point I couldn't stop writing if I wanted to.
And I don't think you should. Like I said, I listened to your entire album through today as I was telling you I would, and Wifey heard it with me, and we were both pretty impressed. And I'm not just shooting the shit because you're on my show. Like that will be in rotation for sure.
I greatly appreciate that. That is my very first body of work. As we said earlier, we've been making music since roughly about 14, 15 years old, and I'm 25 and he's 26 now. So that project had a lot of ups and downs and unexpected obstacles, but it's finally out. And I'm just so happy to finally put out like the first body of work and move on to a new chapter. I can't wait to bring the fans something even crazier than that. That was just a small milestone. And I dropped that on my mom's birthday. Just in case people didn't know, my mom passed away 5 years ago from ovarian cancer, and I dropped that on her birthday for her.
R.I.P.
That's right. That's right. And shout out to you and your mama and condolences, my man, because I know shit like that is hard.
It definitely was. I mean, it was cancer. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's just inevitable and there's nothing you can do about it. Like she was told that she would only live for a year and she fought for 4. So like she was a trooper. It was honestly her time to go. And I didn't want to see her suffer anymore. It was honestly like, I literally told her it was okay to go. Like,
Yeah, no, I just lost my grandpa not even a whole month ago to cancer. So, yeah, I know how it is, man.
It doesn't matter what cancer it is, man. Cancer is rough.
Have you guys had the opportunity to perform on stage?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Have you been able to do it out of state?
Not
Not yet.
Not yet. That's the next milestone. We've been performing a lot of places locally, but out of state, I guess we're just not reaching the right ears at the moment. People ain't tapping in.
So, out of the places you have performed, do you have a favorite venue?
Oh, the 8 Ball for sure.
For sure.
That
The 8 Ball turns up.
the 8 Ball is not even a real venue. It's a house show. It's a house party. It's owned by college kids, and they have bands and DJs come over like every weekend, and they throw shows like this all the time, and they make flyers and sell tickets for like $5 at the door or
For
whatever.
anybody that doesn't know, when I say Bellefonte or Center County, I mean like State College. We live maybe 15 minutes away from Penn State University.
Yeah.
So we're constantly performing in that area at like house shows and stuff like that. We've performed at a couple bars, but the house shows really tend to like gravitate towards us more than the bars do, obviously.
Yeah, the college kids, they love to party.
Hey, that's a good scene to reach though, because you're reaching that prime generation, and if they like what you're doing, you're gonna follow them through life, and that means your music probably will too. So it's kind of good strategy, even if it wasn't strategy and just happened to stay located.
Right. We're trying to take over locally and then branch out.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, and you gotta appeal to who you appeal to.
But if I'm just being honest, like, and I'm not even trying to like put anybody down because I'm not like a negative person like that, but there's honestly not really like anybody else, at least that I've seen or noticed, and I'm really deep into the underground artists. I always find people that no one's ever heard about. Like, there's not really anybody else out here trying to do anything like significant. Like, they're all just okay with living in like a two-bedroom apartment and like working a 9-to-5 job for the rest of their life, and they're satisfied. And I'm like, I'm sorry, that's not good enough for me. Like, I'm gonna make sure my family don't have to work another day in their life, bro.
Oh yeah, you have a driving force and goal behind you. That's good. I hope you make it. I really do.
What do you mean? I hope we all make it so I can just take all of my friends and family with me and just, oh man, I'm telling you, I can't wait to just be on the bus all the time and locked in the studio. Like, to some people, they're probably like, why would you want to do that? Because I love it.
So here is that question, but if you could headline any venue anywhere in the world, where would you want to headline?
Fucking Barclays, dude.
Barclays?
Fucking Barclays Center.
The Barclays Center? Oh, shit. Okay.
Either that or Madison Square, dude. One of the two.
Both of those are definitely good. I would say,
Dodger Stadium, fuck it.
I was thinking like the Apollo. I was thinking like the Apollo Theater.
Cool. The Apollo would be cool.
The Apollo Theater or
the
like
Roxy, the Roxy would be cool too.
If I could headline fucking Rolling Loud and get one of those big ass chains, just I feel like a 3-day event concert like that would be so turned. Like, I'll go like run that shit. Let's go.
Hell yeah, there you go. Make a whole fucking event out of it instead of shit. I'm gonna do one place.
A 20-minute set and show's over.
Yeah, there you go.
It's too hard to get like an opening spot on Rolling Loud. It's really not hard.
Nah, dude. Listen, I saw that you had someone who knows Chris Calico on your show a few days ago. And I was like, look at Mad Wag Jackson.
Oh yeah.
That would be like a dream come true for me, for real. Because like I said, I'm a diehard like strange music fan like you are, and I can only imagine how that felt. I bet that was awesome.
It really was. I am blessed beyond belief to have very, very, close personal connections with Stevie Stone and Chris Calico. And I mean, I've I've met them all, and I don't want to say too much, but I have reached out to all of them and asked them to be on the show. So we can only hope that that might happen. And
Hey.
odds are that, you know, I don't know if you caught the whole show, but Mr. Calico did peek his head in there for a
He
second.
did.
and
He
say,
did. He popped up on your show. Because someone, I can't remember what I was doing, to be honest with you. Like, I know I got your invite, but I was working on music, or I was caught up in something, which I apologize. But someone messaged me and told me, like, hey, no pressure. I know your podcast is tomorrow, but Mad Wack just had Chris Calico on the show. I was like, oh, but yeah, no pressure. Thanks, man.
Yep.
That was a blessing. I bet he's a cool dude, man. I bet his personality is just awesome.
He's an amazing person. They all are, really. Like I said, getting to know them, and I can't stress this enough. They are all just as genuine of people as they portray. You know,
That's
maybe
awesome.
their music may sound, some of their songs are like a little on the raw side, but
Yeah.
you will never meet
More
anyone
genuine
as
people.
more genuine and down to earth and caring. All of them, man, just so caring and willing to help you in any way they can. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Hey, listen, that's awesome. I'm so happy and proud for you, for real. Like, you should, for real, take that as a mad accomplishment. I've never done anything like that, and that would be a dream come true for me.
Yeah, no, I do not take it lightly. Trust me. Yeah. So, kind of good segue into this next question. If you guys singly or together as a group, if you could work with and have a feature with anyone dead or alive, who would you want to work with?
That's a hard question. If I had to choose, that's a hard question, to be honest with you.
Right. Because with the type of music I make, I mean, honestly, I could.
Suicide Boys.
Suicide Boys.
I would do a Suey. I would do a Suey verse. That'd be wild, dude. That would be wild. Everybody thought I was gonna say Drake too.
Got him. If I had to say someone honestly, and I know that I'm not like a vocalist or like a singer or anything, so I would leave that to the man Rod Wave. But I feel like Rod Wave is always kicking like mad deep knowledge, and I feel like I definitely have the bars where I could step in and give him a fire 16. I can't spit his beautiful choruses like he does, but I'll come in and spit some fire 16 for, like, I feel like that'd be amazing. I'd love to see him live.
Rod Wave would be dope. That would be a dope concert,
dude. Some people are like, Rod Wave just a fat sad boy, and I'm like, bro, Rod Wave is beautiful. You leave that man alone.
Pause.
Pause.
No, I love that you kind of chose someone to on the opposite side of what you do, so that you guys could, come up with something different instead of picking someone who already has the same kind of vibe and flow and sounds like you.
Yeah.
I'm always like, why do you want to work with yourself? Just
right.
your song.
Yeah.
That's honestly a good point.
Yeah, that's just my opinion, though. I know that's a lot of people like to do that. They like to stay within their niche,
Comfort
I guess.
zone. They don't like to step out of the box.
Exactly. What is, just in general, outside of your own collection of work, what is one of your guys' favorite songs currently? Not overall, because I know that's just, I can't answer that question, so I don't expect you to. So currently, what's on repeat?
I'm trying to think of. See, the thing with me is, like, I stay updated on new music that comes out every single Thursday night. Like, I'm constantly checking Apple Music, so I can't even sit here and say that I listen to a single song like repeatedly like that. But I'm trying to think of like a record that I really do enjoy enough to listen on repeat.
Yeah, like You really don't listen to like the same songs every day. Like this man, the first thing he does is hop in the shower, and like he's always bumping music in the shower, and it's always something completely different and random every single day. It could be super happy and turned up to like super sad and back in the 80s, making no sense whatsoever, but he'll be in there jamming out.
I don't know. Probably Matt Black. Matt Black by Suicide Boys. I don't know. It's catchy. I love that record for real. I love that whole album though. That whole album. That's the album that put me on Suicide Boys. It's a great album. It's a great album.
I already know me, because you know me, man. Like once I hear like certain songs, like I don't mean to like overplay them or nothing like that, but like when I really feel a song, like I bump it day after day, and I've been tapped in with this new artist I found. His name's Vivid. He's like he's just like an upcoming artist. Like he's not mainstream at all. He's pretty much on the same level we are, but maybe like a stronger following. And that kid's amazing. Like he's every single day I see him, he's posting like new videos and stuff like that. And like his bars are just so hard. He's so nonchalant about it, but they're so fire. And it's awesome.
I love it. Right on.
Vivid.
Oh yeah.
I did like that one record you showed me. I think.
Stuffing and money.
Yeah.
Feel like money. He said the majority of drug users don't have a drug problem.
Wait.
People are the problem.
Let me take that back. Let me take mine back. I'm gonna change mine from Suicide Boys to Oliver Francis. Oh man, what's it called?
I got lean in my cup. I don't need no Jolly Ranchers.
Master Paco.
Master Paco, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Oliver Francis. He is also another like just up and coming artist. He's not really mainstream, but he is.
Oh, Oliver Francis is a SoundCloud legend.
SoundCloud legend.
He's a SoundCloud legend.
The SoundCloud days, bro. Oh my God.
I'm loving all the underground love that you guys are putting out here.
Oh, I will go for days.
Hey, that's me.
I will go for days with mad underground artists of, like I said, people you've probably never even heard of.
Well, that's how I am. People ask me those questions, and I'm always talking about people I've had on my show, and they're like, "Who?" And I'm like, "Just go listen to it. You'll understand." You know,
right?
Like,
right. Honestly,
for instance, right now for me, I would have to say that one of my favorite artists at this very moment is one of my homies, Messy the Man. I have found myself just continuously playing some of his songs over and over and over. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Homie love.
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like another underground rapper people have never heard about. But for me, I'm like, that's my guy right now.
For us, it's like you guys need to catch up. Like I've been tuned in with these guys for years. Like where y'all been?
All right. So here's one for you. Is there a possibility you guys might be able to do a freestyle or a cappella of something you guys have?
Oh, snap. On the hot seat. What's up with it, Alec?
Yeah, I could. I probably could. I got to think of something, man. I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I can't freestyle. Even if I tried, I can't freestyle. I've done writtens my whole life, so I'm not gonna cap about it. But I could do.
Yeah, no, I can't either. So it's totally fair game if you guys want to just spit something that you guys have written. I don't mind because I can't freestyle either.
To anybody who can, shouts out to you, man. My brain just don't process that fast. I'm a little slow sometimes, so it's just yeah.
Yeah, I feel it. That's how I am. I'm too dead today.
Right. Absolutely, though. It's like I said, actually, when we were having our technical difficulties and trying to make sure that we were all ready for the podcast, we were literally in the middle of mixing and mastering another new song, even though I just got done dropping an album and his is on the way. And I wrote that verse in maybe like a half an hour to an hour. I started with 4 bars and ended like, it was 24 bars. And I wrote it in like a half an hour. And I was like, I'm so glad to be back in this mode because we just did that one too. Yeah, we just did that earlier. Like I've been having writer's block so bad since I got out of jail, and it's been really stressing me out.
What have you, to help some of our viewers, because I know we have a lot of them that have that same issue, what is something that you find helps you overcome that writer's block?
My best advice, honestly, and me and him have had this conversation pretty recently.
You always have good advice.
My best advice when it comes to writer's block, and even myself, I've just like kind of figured this out in the recent months, is that when you have writer's block, and let's say you come up with your first bar, right? You come up with your intro bar to whatever you're writing, whether it be a whole record or a verse. You have your intro bar, but you can't come with anything off of that, right? My best advice is that just write down whatever comes to mind, regardless if you think it sounds good. Because my biggest issue was it was never actually writer's block. It was the fact that I was too self-conscious about the lyrics I was writing. Because he'll tell you, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my music, from writing it to engineering it. Yep. If it doesn't sound good to me, I won't put it out. And you'll understand that more whenever my album comes out, because I touch on it on a record. But my best advice would be just to write it down and then to go off of that, because I promise you it will sound amazing. Just go with it.
You never know if it's gonna work until you just go for it. It's like Lil Peep and shit like that, and like Juice WRLD, who came out and like made their own lane of music. They never knew it was gonna work until they did it, and it worked. You just gotta go for it.
No, you're absolutely right. And just because some people don't like it doesn't mean other people, just everyone won't.
Right.
People like different. And if it's like kind of back to what I said, if you were making music with someone who sounds like you, it goes back to that. You don't want to make music that sounds exactly the same as everybody else, because then it's just repetitive.
You're just riding the same wave as everybody else, man. You got to stand out.
That's the biggest thing, is don't make music catered to somebody else. Make it the way you want to make it, the way that you love to make it. You know what I mean? And that's when the best music comes to, when you're just doing it for the love of music. You know
all organic.
So I'm big on that, dude. I'm real big on organic studio time.
We really are.
Will tell you that.
And we're working out of studios that are right behind this laptop right now. Like, we don't pay jump in professional studios. Like, we have both a home studio in my bedroom and in his bedroom. We build them piece by piece for the studio monitors and the laptop to the audio interfaces. And that's all we're working with. Like, we've just learned trial and error over the years of like what works and what doesn't, from just literally dialing in and playing with every button, figuring them out. Trial and error.
When it comes to making music, it's a whole process for us personally, because like we don't record and then send it out to somebody to mix and master it or engineer it or this and that. We do all of it ourselves, and except for make the beats, we don't do the production end of things. But as far as like mixing and mastering goes, and engineering the vocals and the whole 9 yards, other than the production, we do all of it on our own, including the marketing and the promotion and the distribution
and making
all
the cover
of that
art
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we don't have a PR team. We don't have an A&R. We don't, none of that.
It's just me and this guy.
All of it on our own.
It's just me and this guy. 2 white boys from Central PA.
Oh yeah, mad love, because I know that feeling all too well too. Every single thing that comes out of my collection of every one of my entities is all myself. The only thing that I can attribute having help with is my group, obviously my coexist group, because I have a partner. But again, like you guys, we don't have as many years experience behind us as you, but we're doing it all in-house by yourself and
from the ground up.
Exactly. And we talked about it, and we had the opportunity to, send it out and have it professionally done. People have been coming to us, and we talked about it, and we both decided together that we didn't mind if it sounded like shit, and that the whole world watched us build our brand from the ground up as ourselves, doing that
Yes.
ourselves. So, it's kind of like watch the progress.
Yes. I have been watching that because I was really curious about like when did you guys start like coexist? Like how long have you guys been a collective?
So that's me and my not my brother Justin, who is in Colorado, but the other side of Colorado, and we had the idea about a year ago, but to be completely honest with you, we just barely started pumping out music maybe 2 weeks ago, like actually putting some real effort into it, and it is just, man, it's been insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like we've I don't know, we've just somehow inspired each other, and
Have you performed yet?
I have, as a group, we have not. So this group Coexist is brand new for us. We actually haven't even dropped a song yet. Our first one will come out the 14th.
14th,
But
yeah.
But I myself have performed probably 6 or 7 times.
I saw a couple of your videos on your page, like with you performing. I was like, oh, okay.
I was gonna say, wait till you perform because it's a whole rush. Like,
oh my
God, it's a whole thrill ride for real. At least for me, anyway. Because of course I get nervous. You know what I mean? I get nervous before every show. I'm sure
it's nerve-wracking.
Everybody does, but it's I don't know. It's like a thrill ride for me. Like it just makes me want to go absolutely ham.
Yeah, and actually I don't know if you guys can see the comments on your end, but my other brothers in the chat room, Cameron J. Webb, and
we do it alone.
Yeah, he is another person who I've done music with and actually helped put me on to begin with, and that is another part. That is something that we did called the Undergods, but him and I have done quite a few things just outside of that together, and that is someone I recommend you looking into, just because that's my bro, my fam. But Widow is his artist name.
I will definitely check that out, and shout out to you, Cameron, for real. Like anyone who's worked for everything that you've earned, like just literally built it from the ground up yourself, like, and you just know like every obstacle and every up and down, and you've been through hell and back, and that's an understatement. And you're still pushing every day, man. Shout out to you. There's some people who can't even deal with the everyday life, just things they have to deal with, and that's above and beyond. That's a whole nother struggle that some people just won't ever understand.
Oh, yeah, right on. So I know we kind of lost track here, but I do want to come back and not let this get forgotten about. Are you guys gonna do a little freestyle? Or
oh yes, absolutely, yes. You want to go first, or you want me?
I'll let you go first. I've been going first with everything.
I appreciate that, actually, because I was going to spit this new verse that I literally just wrote, like I said, maybe like 2 hours ago when we were trying to get everything set up for this podcast. And I felt like it was some light work, but if you really think about it, it's if you break it down, I got you. All right, so the song's called Dust. It's not out. It's coming out soon on a project that I can't say yet, but it's with some of our other friends. It's actually, but they also have a group and we have our group, and something big is also on the way. So this is what that verse is from, and it's called Dust.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before you start, I'm sorry. We can shout them out. Shouts out to FBN for real, because we have been performing with FBN, and for anybody that doesn't know what FBN is, it is Forget Being Normal. We're an entire collective, me, him, and my cousin Cross Irwin, and a ton of artists. We come together and we perform live. It's a great time. Check FBN out if you ever get a second, for real. Pay homage. Anyway, continue.
No, facts. Like I wasn't sure if I could or not. Yeah, FBN, man. But yeah, so I wrote this verse earlier for something that's coming up with the FBN guys, and yeah, it's called Dust. I said, tried to be upfront, tried to tell y'all this ain't what you want. Said it from the jump, you jumped the gun. I'm busting out the cut. Now you stuck. Funny situation. I'm like, now what's up? Got you spun around, won't hear a sound. Then I'm back in the tuck. What? Ain't a single soul that I could trust, but I trust my gut no matter what because I know what's up. That's an understatement. Chop another Dutch. Pass it blunts while I pass your ass because I just had to stunt. Had enough. Luck is running out. This ain't the time to front. Tell it like it was. You up the gun. Then why you turn and run? Flapping out your gums like I really care about where you from. Leave them in the dust and try to tell your ass I'm not the one. She's like,
I see you need sound effects. I always say it and I never have them. I need a bomb. Oh yeah, right on, man.
Thank you. Absolutely. I'll spit bars anytime you ask.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
I'm smoked out. I'm hella faded. Live in the moment. Whoever stole it, they blaming us just so they can hold it. I'm fully focused.
I'm cashed out. This my winning token.
Nobody noticed. I'm coming now.
I'm the most devoted.
I sit back. I ease my mind and I let it go. I grip slow. I hit the blunt as I search for hope. Can't take a joke. They placing grudges up for a vote.
For real though.
They hella petty,
but want no smoke.
I've been patient. Been waiting. I've been craving. Patient for a sign from God. Tell me to go chase it. Because Lord knows I got problems that I've been evading. But Lord knows there's confrontations that I've been saving. So now I'm wishing for fruition, but can't get all attached. Leaves me wishing for fruition, but can't get all attached. Oh, fuck, dude. I fucked the ending. I fucked the ending up.
I don't even care, bro. That was still bars, bro. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. That's the all or nothing movement, man. Like that wasn't no talking about no gangster shit or living a life that we ain't living or like we live in a standard ass apartment. It's nothing crazy. Like, and we're just out here pushing every day out of our bedroom. Anyone pushing independently, keep going, man. Fuck what anyone says. Keep doing you.
Wait, hold on. I gotta finish these last few bars, dude. Anybody that knows me personally, if I mess up on a verse,
gotta fix it.
I have to fix it, dude. I gotta do it again. I gotta get redemption. So anyway, with that being said,
he said what?
So now I'm wishing for fruition, but can't get all attached, which leaves me wishing for forgiveness just to stay up on track. I swear I'm hearing all the whispers, here I'm keeping a tab. So here's a penny for your thought,
but I'll get 2 cents back. Oh my God! Here's a penny for your thoughts, but I'll get 2 cents back.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. I see why you had to finish that, but I gotta point out what my boy Cameron said. If you had not said anything, I don't think anyone would have even noticed that you screwed up.
Hey,
I'm sure, but still.
Shout out to the man's Cameron again, man.
For real. Legend.
All
I'll be
right, so
into that man's music.
I highly recommended. Check out Jurassic Shuffle because that's one of the ones I'm featured on.
Oh, say less.
All right. So at this point of the show, I want to just stop and take a second and remind my viewers to drop any questions that you guys may have for my guests. And pretty much I'm going to throw the floor over to you to talk about, tell us about this new album that came out for you, Logan, and anything else that you guys want to talk about that you have coming up that I may have missed or you want to just talk about.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. That's very grateful. Yeah, the album that I just dropped, it's like I said, I dropped it on my mom's birthday. I did that specifically for her, but I didn't honestly have like an actual release date in mind until I really thought about it and my mom's birthday coming up. So that's why I decided, like, not only is it a milestone for me, but I hope that it's a milestone of me heading in the right direction to hopefully making my mom proud. Like, hopefully she's up there looking down, she's happy and in a better place, and hopefully her son's down there making her proud. She unfortunately never got to see me perform, but my dad did. But my mom never did. But
she got to see.
Right, exactly. Like, hopefully she's watching now. That's all I got to say. So the album's called the wait is over, because it's been one hell of a journey. I would honestly say, I've been working on that album and constantly bouncing from house to house. I was never in a stable environment, and that was literally the biggest issue of holding that album back, was because I never had a stable environment to set my studio up to start recording. I was always worried about not having a roof over my head. But now that's why there's so much music coming out, and I dropped the album because I'm in a stable environment. I'm in the best place that I could be now, and I'm surrounded by nothing but music, and there's no hate. It's all positivity, and I just feel like the wait is over. I wouldn't really say it has like a general theme or idea behind it. Like I honestly feel like it was just bars that were held in for so long because of just being slept on and slept on and slept on over the years, like just dropping song after song on like SoundCloud, and like us getting nowhere, and year after year would go by. Like, started getting rough, but like honestly, like now I'm with this stuff till the end, and the wait is over is just the beginning. So it's just a new chapter now. So if you guys are happy and excited about the new album, if you haven't listened to it, definitely go check it out. And if you like that, you're definitely going to be hella excited for what's in store, because we're stepping outside the box and outside the comfort zone.
Oh yeah. Me as well. I also have, I guess, a debut project coming out. I hate to call it an album, I really do, because like I grew up in the era of music where like your debut album was your debut album. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a mixtape, it wasn't
An EP.
You know, it wasn't an EP or a collection of songs. It was an album. You know,
and if it flopped, your career was over.
Yeah, dude. So like, I hate to even call it an album. I like to call it a debut project. And it's coming out April 19th. It's called Demon Time. And to me, Demon Time is it's a culmination of songs over a period of like 7 years. I'm kind of in the same position. I mean, I've always been in like a stable living position. It's nothing like that. It's just a matter of, like I mentioned earlier, I've always been a super perfectionist when it comes to my music and what I put out. And I've never had enough confidence in myself to really put out a full body of work. And I've finally been able to, you know, in the past year to overcome that. Overcome that confidence issue and be able to put together a body of work. And granted, some of the records, you know, are relatively old. They've never been put out, but they were made 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
You know what I mean? So, but together as a piece in a body of work, it sounds absolutely bonkers.
It hits different.
And don't get me wrong, some of the records are new. I mean, there's a record that I just finished mixing yesterday. that is on the album, or project, whatever. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm finally very proud, not only of myself but of both of us, for being able to put out full bodies of work, you know what I mean, and be able to go over that step and move on to what's next, whether it be another full body of work or a collab project. We do have things in the works. Hush,
you don't know.
But yeah, you know, we're just excited. We're super excited to finally be able to present everybody with actual material. So,
and now that the albums are done, that's why everybody needs to tap in, because we got verses for days for anybody.
Oh yeah. So, would you mind if I maybe asked you, Alec, what happened over the last year to make you kind of have this change of heart and confidence?
That's a good question, bro.
I think it's just a matter of everybody like kind of pushing me towards it. And they have for a long time. It took me a long time to get to that point. I guess I've always had it in the back of my mind that like, I'm going to do this. I'm really going to shoot for the stars at some point in time. And I don't know. I guess as a teenager, it was easier, right? Because teenagers don't really care what people think about them. Am I wrong? So, you know, as I got older, because again, I'm 26 now. So as I got older, it was like, is this song good? Is it not good? And everybody would tell me that it was good, right? But like, who's saying it realistically and who's saying it just to say it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm a big overthinker, so things like that would always cross my mind, and it never came to the light of day to put out a full body of work up until the past year or so. And I guess to actually answer the question, I think I kind of fumbled that a little, but I guess to actually answer the question, I got over it, I guess. I actually started taking in the words that people were saying to me, whether those words are real or not. I actually started taking them in and taking them, for gratitude and being grateful for what is being said. So I want to put out, a full body of work. I want to be able to make people feel something and make people relate to what I'm going through. So I'm excited. I'm super excited.
Oh yeah. No, I love that. And I understand that 120% because I deal with the same thing. I struggle. I'm like, everyone tells me it's good, but are they really, do they think that, or are they just saying that because, that's my friend,
A lot of one thing that a lot of people tell me, and I've gotten this since I started making music, ever since I was, a teenager. Everybody always tells me, dude, you're the next Mac Miller. You sound just like Mac Miller and this and that. And I hate that comparison. I don't know if it's just because I'm from PA or, 2 hours away from Pittsburgh. I'm not really sure. I really don't understand it, but I hate that comparison because I love Mac Miller. I really do. And I grew up listening to Mac Miller. I listened to Mac Miller during his mixtape days. So it's an honor for people to tell me that, but at the same time, I don't want that comparison. I don't ever want to take that legend's place, man.
No.
Like, at all. So
Sure. So we did have a viewer question in here.
Oh.
What is something that you guys like to do outside of music?
Honestly, man, that's a hard question because we
never have free time. We're
Yeah.
always either at work, and then when we come home from work, we're like still sliding in time to like try and work on music.
Yeah.
So
Because we both work full-time jobs outside of music. Like we work full-time jobs. We come home, we do more work on music. Like it is a literal ever-ending cycle. Like we hardly sleep. Let's just put it that way.
12-hour shifts, and then coming home to still record a song for the night so I can drop it by tomorrow morning.
But to answer that question more thoroughly, like if we, when we do have the time, we like to hang out with friends. We like to go out to, the club, have a good time or something like that. Nothing crazy. We don't go skydiving or anything like that, dude. But we like to have a good time with friends, just kind of kick back and chill. So
drama free.
Yeah.
Hey, sounds nice, actually.
Yeah.
So what is ooh, yeah.
Oh.
So if you let's say you have a hater right now, how would you address them? What would you like to say to them?
Well, Alec already knows from the verse that I wrote earlier. For some reason, he thought that I was like just someone pissed me off, like I was taking shots at everybody. I was like, no, I'm having a great day. I was like, it's just the type of time I'm on. Honestly, if someone was hating on me, I would honestly just tell them that the beef is one-sided because I don't give a shit. You're the only one who has a problem, bro. If you don't like my music, don't listen to it. That's fine. You don't have to watch this podcast. I didn't force you at gunpoint to watch this podcast. You don't have to be here. If you don't like it, just turn it off.
Don't turn it off, man. Share that shit and then turn it off.
Please don't turn it off. We love you.
That's what I was about to say. By all means, keep being a fan. Like nobody's stopping you from being a fan, right? But I don't know. I would keep it competitive. Like if I had someone come at me on like a diss record or something, like I'm not gonna not reply. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna keep it competitive. But at the same time, do I care enough to like
clap back?
no, do I care enough to like make it a serious thing? Like,
Right.
show up at your house kind of shit.
Right.
No, dude, we're making music. What the fuck is that?
Right.
Like,
We're making music. Like, we have better things to do than beef right now. Like, we're all grown. We're getting too old for the shit.
But if you want to get competitive on a microphone, let's go. I'll go all day.
All right. Hell yeah. So, what is your guys's kind of your 5-year plan? Some goals and strategies you might have to better your future.
Well, we're in the middle of officializing AON right now, and making it like an actual LLC and a real brand, things of that nature. Getting a website up and running and merch and all of that, all that stuff. So we're in the middle of doing that. At the same time, we have multiple projects in the works, whether they're EPs or full-length solo projects, collab projects, whatever. Multiple things in the works. I guess to summarize, in the next 5 years, I imagine us, I guess, performing out of state first of all, because we've been doing a lot of local stuff, and I know we've been talking about expanding out of state. And my personal 5-year goal would be to expand AON in general, which is what we kind of spoke about at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah.
I just want to bring on, more people. I want more creatives involved.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be cool. I think it would be awesome to bring more people involved. Whether you're a rapper, or you're a guitarist or a pianist, whatever you do. If you do digital artwork, I don't care what you do. I just want
creativity.
I just want to expand and get more creatives involved in what we're trying to do in the movement that we're trying to pursue. So
absolutely.
All right. So if anyone is interested in getting themselves involved in any of that, would they just reach out to you guys personally?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. You can message our Facebooks, our Instagrams. He's the boy AI, or Alec Irwin, on social media, and I'm Logan Marshall. You can just go ahead and get a hold of us about any ideas that you may possibly have. We are absolutely down for all open ideas.
Right.
Yeah, I love to work with new people. I love to collab with people. I'm not one of those artists that are like super picky about going out of their comfort zone. I'm very versatile, so I can make anything from boom bap rap music to emo cut 'em up type of music, whatever you want to call it. Again, you'll hear that on Demon Time because it's a very versatile album.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'm very open to working with new artists, and so is Logan. I mean, we've had this conversation pretty frequently.
Yeah. Well, because over the past 10 years, it's just been me and him. It's just been me and him on this journey. So it's after 10 years, we are absolutely just trying to get anybody with creative ideas who's just trying to do something bigger than themselves, and just really trying to step out of the comfort zone and just do something. It's like he said, whether you're a musician or a producer or an engineer, or if you're just great at digital art, whatever you do that's possibly creative, I just want to get everybody in one atmosphere and just go nuts for 24 hours.
Sure. And it's crazy, and that's exactly why I do this show, because every single person that comes on this show wants pretty much the same thing. They want to expand their network. They want to be able to reach new eyes, new people, and collaborate new people, and expand their brand. So if you're watching this now, I highly suggest you go, I guess selfless promotion, but I highly suggest you go watch some of my previous episodes, because all of you guys are in such a close, maybe not physical network, but you were in such a close network that the opportunity is there. I I'm doing my best.
Right.
I'm doing my best to push you guys, and I just hope that one day this podcast will hopefully benefit someone in some way. That is my goal, because it seems to be what everyone is looking for, and it blows my mind that it's such a difficult thing to achieve.
Yeah. That is why I would like to honestly take the time out, and that's why I said earlier I like it didn't take me much time at all to build like a great respect for like what you do, because like you really are out here like giving artists and people out here a platform to like network and actually reach the ears that for some reason, you know what I mean, we can't reach ourselves, like whether that's because we're coming from a place or a state that people aren't really familiar with, or music's really not coming out of that area. Like you give us a platform to like, now this is a free opportunity for everybody to just network. And like, if you don't take the shot, I mean, it's on you, and it's all love. It's fine. But the opportunity is there if you like it. And I appreciate you so much for that, for real.
No, it's honestly, it's my pleasure. And like I said, if I can help one of you guys make some kind of collaboration or forward motion from anything that I've done, then, you know, job accomplished in my eyes.
That's the
My
goal.
part that's my only goal for this show. There's no other goal. I am not, if I make a buck or two, cool, but that is the only goal, is for literally for me to help you and anyone in my network grow. So you want on the show and you want to grow, hit me up. You want to collaborate, hit them up. Like, quit screwing around and let's get this shit going. Right?
I couldn't have said it any better. Y'all better listen to Mad Whack for real. Tap in, man. The opportunity is right there in front of you. If you guys love the work and you're creative, like, let's go. Just message us. Like, run it up right now.
Yeah. All right. So that actually brings me down to my last two questions.
Okay.
But this next one, you guys are pretty hyped, so I think you can handle this. I need you guys to tell me your most hype moment, but I need you to relive that shit, because this is hype as fuck and I need it to be hype as fuck.
Oh shit. Okay. So our hypest moment. Oh man.
I probably said the last 8-ball show. That shit was turned, dude.
Yeah.
That shit was turned to the max.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. The last 8-ball show, which I actually posted some of the recap videos on my YouTube page of us performing. Like, we were trying to obviously like work with the crowd and be very interactive with the crowd. They were so turned up that they were pushing us back to the wall. Like they
were pushing us back to the DJ deck.
Yeah, like back to the DJ deck. Like, we're trying to interact with them and they got us pushed back to the wall. I was like, oh my God. And it's just a house party full of college kids. Like, most people don't even know what we're doing down there.
It's crazy.
You know, I've heard that those are some of the most lit parties. I haven't been to one that freaking banging, but I've heard stories from a lot of my people that say that those are some of the best parties they've ever been to. Are not concerts, but like you're talking about, you just
house parties.
It's a big ass house party, and they got fucking full on DJs. They got big name performers. Like, it's not.
And like, granted, like,
get together.
and granted, at like the end of the day, it's just like you said. Do we maybe make like a couple bucks like here and there? But at the end of the day, there's like 8 or 9 of us performing. Even if we sell a few tickets for $5, like maybe at the end of the day, we all get $20. Whatever. We don't care. We just had one of the best interactive shows of our life, bro. Like, it was so like, and those people just give us the opportunity to perform. Like, there's no one else out here locally who's doing stuff like that. So like, thank God for house parties, because it's honestly been a struggle. Like he said, like with bars and venues like that, like they would tell us that like, oh yeah, like we'll definitely check the calendar and we'll make sure that you get on there and we'll get a hold of you. And then they just never would. Like, and we come back to their establishment and they just feed us the same line. Oh, we'll get a hold of you. No.
Yeah, venues around here are super, super selective. Super selective. But I mean, we're also in an area too where like hip hop music isn't like super, super prominent.
No, not at all.
Like obviously at a college party, everybody wants to listen to rap music, right? That's kind of a given. But like when you go to a bar or you go to a nightclub, that's not the case. Like
They ain't playing rap music.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's a completely different atmosphere. But I just want to throw out there. Apparently, if you guys want to really make it big, you might want to consider making country rap because that's the thing right now.
Yo, we're about to be on some jelly roll type stuff. And that's so ironic you say that because that's exactly what we're talking about. It's all country out here. We're surrounded by nothing but woods and camouflage and like.
Yeah, I've spent some time in Kansas, and that's kind of not Casey Mo, Kansas. We're talking like farm Kansas, and that's how it looks.
Did they look at you like you're an alien too?
Oh, dude, you don't even know. And I'm gay, so you can only imagine. They didn't like me.
Oh, I'm sure. God forbid, because that just totally ruined someone else's day. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, I ruined their lives. Oh shit! All right, so my last question of the show, you guys. What is your favorite dinosaur?
Oh, yo, best question of the whole show, bro. Oh, favorite dinosaur? I would say a T-Rex because they got short arms and they can't jerk off.
What? But why is that your favorite? Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? Come on now, being a dude.
Listen, I am an empath. I do feel bad for him, but listen, they're long gone now. I wasn't even around to help him out. If I would have been around for the buddy, I'm sure we would have found a solution. But unfortunately, like he just had to live that daily struggle. So listen, you threw the show off with that last question, so I had to throw it off with a double back.
Oh shit! All right. Well played.
What's your favorite dinosaur, Alec?
How the fuck do you even answer that?
Pterodactyl. It's a pterodactyl.
Oh my god!
Can you even think of a dinosaur off the top of your head?
No.
He's drawing a blank, bro. Straight up. Look at this man. He's like,
You took the one I was gonna say.
I said T-Rex. To be honest with you, I
Like
only
you
think
took
of
the only one I could freaking remember. Damn it!
What are the baby T-Rexes called? They're not T-Rexes, but they got a name. I don't know what it is.
The
A
Velociraptor.
raptor.
Is it a raptor?
Yep.
Okay,
Raptors are
okay.
cool. Raptors are cool.
Triceratops.
They're fast.
Yeah, they are. Little ninja fuckers.
Little ninja fuckers.
Listen,
Ninja shit!
I would have loved to be back there with the dinosaurs. To be totally honest with you, I would have rode those motherfuckers.
I am the dinosaur. I am the fucking local dinosaur. Internet dinosaur. Like you had
The internet dinosaur. What
yeah,
would we
if,
do without
like,
you, Mad Wag?
honestly, I'm surprised that question threw you. Shit.
Dude, that was just honestly golden. I was just like, she's like, last question, what's your favorite dinosaur? Like all serious, and I was just like, well, damn, bro.
All right. I guess I have another one just because I had a different guest and I've gotten an answer I never got before.
Oh, let's go.
Do you believe in dinosaurs?
Absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely. I believe in dinosaurs, ghosts, and aliens. Maybe not ghosts so much, really. I don't think I've ever seen a ghost, but I definitely believe that dinosaurs were here and there's definitely something else out there besides us.
Yeah, I agree 100%. But my wifey is the paranormal master, so I gotta cut you off there.
Oh man, hey, listen, that's perfectly fine. Listen, I don't want to upset any entities or ghosts. I would like to leave peacefully.
Hell yeah, man! Well played again. You even knew how to address them. Like you're
absolutely.
Like
deepest apologies.
I ain't upsetting nobody. You ain't welcome here.
Shout out to Mad Wag Jackson. That's all I gotta say. This is our very first podcast with anybody ever. This is the first time we've ever been interviewed. So this was a whole experience literally for both of us. We've never had this happen. Shout out to you. You guys, everyone needs to tap in with Mad Whack. Subscribe, like, share right now. Keep doing what
Thank
you're
you
doing, too.
guys.
Don't you
No,
ever stop.
seriously, no, I thank you guys. I appreciate that. And I don't plan any of this, you guys. I've been getting a lot of love lately, and I appreciate it. I need you guys to know that I don't plan any of this. So thank you so much. And I'm so glad that I could be your first. Like, that is an honor to me. So
Let's go. I'm
yeah.
glad.
Oh yeah.
This was a
I
great
want to give a shout out again to both of you, and I want to give a shout out to my boy in the chat room. Hopefully he didn't dip out yet, but
Yeah, Cameron.
Wesley Duckworth for hooking us up and for introducing us and for being super hella supportive out here in the chat. I see you, bro. I haven't been able to keep up on the comments, but I see you down there. Shout out to you. Thank you for staying up past your bedtime to watch.
And Steven Shomo, I'm just going to throw this out there. He's in the comments. That was my foster dad when I was younger. I was in foster care. And he literally said, come on, Logan, I'm going to blast you. I'm going to blast you. You have done some amazing freestyles, man. I was such a youngin' when he was seeing me at work, man. And I was in foster care going through so much. Shout out to that man.
Oh yeah. No, before we end the show, is there anyone else you guys would like to give any shout outs to? Because that's absolutely more than welcome here.
Mama, we made it.
Yeah, and just shout out to the family, for real. Shout out to everybody that's involved in the albums coming out. Not just mine, but his album too. Any future stuff that we have going on. Shout out to anybody that's involved and what we're doing. You know, shout out to FBN for allowing us crazy performance opportunities and allowing us to work with them. And shouts out to anybody involved. Really,
shout out to the family, everybody.
Let's keep working. Let's keep the journey going.
Woo! I hope I get a lot of messages after this podcast about working.
And shout out to you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity, the first opportunity. Hopefully we can do another one. I want to do another one.
Yeah, seriously.
No, you bet.
Do you have any
Actually,
openings?
that's just I won't hit you up after this show. It'll probably be tomorrow, but I will definitely be hitting you up to see what kind of projects you guys want. And as per my little script here, as you guys just so mentioned, you are absolutely more than welcome to come back on the show at any time. Just let me know when you guys want to do so, and we can book it. And not only that, I want to send you both off with hopes of over 1 million streams on not just your project, but every individual thing that you guys do in the future from here on out. That is my wish for you guys. And again, thank you so much for coming on and letting me be your first.
Thank you so much. We're greatly blessed. I hope you all have a blessed night and stay safe. I love all y'all, for real. We will be back.
You will. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night.
Have a blessed
Stay
night.
hype as fuck, you guys.
Yes. Woo!
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big shout out to my guests today. Again, that was Marshall Logan and the boy AI, or Alec Irwin. I have another episode. I believe it's this Monday or Tuesday. I will share that. You guys know. Keep up. And if you're watching from YouTube, little tip, subscribe and hit those notifications. Turn them on. Scroll down to all. And that way you will never miss an episode ever. And not only that, if you're watching from Facebook and you caught the end of this one, head over to YouTube, because you can watch this episode and any other previous episode of Get Hype AF from season 1 all the way up to now. Last but not least, let me get my fancy little doohickey mabobber jigger thingy doohickey whatever blah 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 whatever. if I could find it. I can't find it. So yeah. Oh, here we go. If you like tonight's show and you want to see more of them and you want to see it in better quality without glitches and all the wonderful technical difficulties that we ran into tonight, it is never required, but it is very much appreciated if you wanted to send stars or donate to the podcast. You can do that directly through Facebook, or you can go to this fancy little link in my bio and do it through any other Cash App or fancy pay apps that you might have. All links are there. That's it, you guys. Thank you all for watching. Shout out Cameron. Thank you for tuning in. Wes, my wifey as always. All of my guests tonight, I already switched from my comment section because I'm losing my mind, you guys. But that is the end of our show tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Stay hype as fuck, and see you next time. Bye.